Did we not have this exact one? Was it like yesterday or the day before? Same thing, really?
I'm not sure about the legal window.
It was tint, and then there was on that one there was something else. Okay, anyways, go ahead. I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward in your case. When you have illegal substances in your car, you are rolling probable cause. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Probably. Be careful out there. You get one life. You start racking up convictions, it's not going to go well for you. You understand?
April 9th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer he was on patrol when he observed a vehicle with illegal windshield tint and the front windshield traveling down the road. The law enforcement officer conducted a traffic stop.
Did we not have this exact one? Was it like yesterday or the day before? Same thing, really?
I'm not sure about the legal window.
It was tint, and then there was on that one there was something else. Okay, anyways, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I lost one thing. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant who was identified by a section driver's license and observed a strong odor of marijuana emanating from the vehicle and his person. Law enforcement officer immediately detained the defendant and asked the defendant if there was any marijuana in the vehicle. And the defendant admitted to having half a blunt and a pistol in his glove compartment in the vehicle. Law enforcement officer conducted a proper cause search, which resulted in the finding of a Glock firearm located in the glove compartment and .30 ounces of marijuana. Marijuana in the firearm. We're in the defendant's care custody control. Yes. And that's.
I find it conclusory as well. What does illegal window tint mean? How is it illegal? Why? You know, it's completely conclusory. Is that the only reason for the stop?
That is the only reason I have to stop here.
Okay. Mr. Perez.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward in your case. When you have illegal substances in your car, you are rolling probable cause. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Probably. Be careful out there. You get one life. You start racking up convictions, it's not going to go well for you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Upon her reckless driving, we ordered him, hey, no more reckless driving, please. Just think about the community. Don't endanger the community. Picks up and evading in a motor vehicle. Third-degree felony, looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. He gets out. Then he picks up, in October, a terroristic threat. Gets out again. And then now picks up another terroristic threat the same month. So it's what we ask you to do. It goes in one ear and it goes out the other ear. And the problem is now you're stuck because the bonds are high. Your dad is here, which is great because it shows support. But the problem is, if I let you out, are you going to pick up a 5th case?
No, sir.
Well, I know you're going to say no. You said that the first 4 times. The only way I really get to know you is how you look on paper, because that tells me who you are. When you tell me something, for me now it goes in one ear and it goes out the other, because I know you're going to tell me what I want to hear. It's little bunnies jumping in the woods, gumdrops and rainbows. But when you get out there, you turn into a different person. And it's not fair to everybody else who complies and the potential danger to everyone. We're not asking for much. I'm just asking to be safe. Don't do anything. Think before you act. I've repeatedly told you that. So I get that you feel like, and you look but are we really supposed to keep doing this? So who is the first terroristic threat?
The first terroristic threat was brother.
Who's the second one?
Second one is a manager at a gym.
Here's what I would like to do. I would like to have him TRAS to see how we go forward, because I just don't know. A TRAS is an evaluation where we have clinicians talk to him and see, they ask him all kinds of questions about his life, about his history, any drug history, living situation they ask, and they determine okay, this person may need treatment. This person may not need as intensive in treatment to where he can be on the outside and doing it. I don't know how to go forward. But it scares me because I don't want him to pick up a fifth case. I don't know what he's doing in life. Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
How do I know that? Just you're headed nowhere quick. And we don't want to see that. We don't want you to end up as a statistic. I mean, sure.
I've been trying very, very hard to get a startup in sales because I want to do sales. That's the best way for me to go without having a degree because I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and so doing independent contractor work, it allows me to be able to make money, on my own time, and then invest into what I want to invest into on the side. Because I don't believe that working a job for the rest of my life is a way for me to live my life. And I agree with you that I keep on catching cases, but it's not because I want to start trouble. It's just because I have too much time on my hands, and the things that I want to get started, I haven't gotten started yet because I procrastinate a lot. I know that I do that, but it's not because I can't control myself. I have a lot of self-control, and if you let me be free, it's
Terroristic
not.
threat says the otherwise. A terroristic threat says that when you get angry, you pop off and you have no self-control and you start throwing out threats, right? That says no self-control.
Well, I would say, Judge, on that one, just this is at a gym, but there was also a basketball game that had just happened. So it's important. And the reason why I brought up the evidence, because, there's two sides of the story. And so I just needed to verify.
I always, right.
Right.
There's
We
always
understand that.
two
I just want him
sides.
to know that, we're advocating for him as well, that we are doing the investigation. And I worry that if he just signs to get out, that it puts him in a cyclical sort of situation, one, and two, that he's only doing it just because he doesn't want to get out. And that's why I'm addressing the bonds.
I'm not going to take it.
And that's why I was addressing the bonds, because, and this is not even a guarantee that father is going to pay the bonds. This is just
Let
to,
me ask you this. If we let you out, where are you going to go? Where do you have to go?
My mom, she'll let me stay back at the house. I know that if she doesn't let me stay at the house, then I'll find a place to stay. But
I'm not letting you out to the street. They'll eat you alive.
I was
The only way that I would even-
I have family on the outside.
But if they're not going to take you,
That's not
It's a
fair to
problem.
just have me in jail because I had a place to stay and now I don't because I was in jail. Being in jail is not the place for me. The only way to elevate my life.
4 different chances, Mr. Jenkins.
I wasn't in jail before those chances. I've been in jail now, so I understand my consequences more. That's what jail is for, to learn your lesson.
You live across the country or
Yeah, I've been living in Europe for the last 6 months. So I took an assignment in Europe.
who else? Is there anyone here that's willing to take Mr. Jenkins in?
Well, he's crossing the bridge with everyone in the family.
He's burned it. God dog it. It's never good to burn a bridge because you never know when you need to cross it. When you act like an a-hole to everybody and you shut everybody out, this is the exact example of why you don't do that. I would consider if you had a place to go, because I'm telling you now, I'm not letting you out to the street. If you have nowhere to go, then that's set
I find
you
a place
up.
to go, but I can't find a place to go if I'm in jail. I have nobody to call in jail. Nobody answers my phone when I'm in jail. So if I stay in jail, that's gonna be my life forever. It's gonna be a kid that had a chance in life to a kid that has a life in jail now because of a few mistakes that I know not to make anymore.
Let this be a lesson.
if I'm able to go through the MAC, Judge, and find some kind of social program, and work that way and provide evidence to the court that they can house him.
My parents will help me find a homeless shelter. They'll help me find a homeless shelter to stay at. Like they did that before.
I just don't want to preempt.
Really?
He burned every bridge. He has I have 6 boys and he's number 5. His auntie, his grandmother, and he shoot everybody's bad. So
I'm,
I've stayed in the homeless shelter before and I've done well in the homeless shelter. I was able to take care of myself and function into homeless shelter and they helped me find the homeless shelter. So I can find a place to live, but if I'm in jail, my life gets worse and
I
I
know
have
you're desperate to get out, but I don't understand what could have been so bad that you burned so many bridges with damn near everybody in your family. What the hell happened, man?
I started
You know,
Just reflect on that. Don't answer.
I mean,
I view that evaluation would be great, because he was evaluated before and, he was medicated, but he refused to take his medication.
that's big. You know, the problem is, Mr. Jenkins, is that you get a lot of people here that they're supposed to take medication, right? And they start to take it and things go great. The problem is that things do go great when you take your medication. And a lot of people say, you know what? I don't need this anymore. I'm doing great. And when they stop taking it, everything turns right back into scheisse. You know, that's the problem. When you're taking your medication, things go great. You must continue to take it.
Can I say something? Hold on. The medication.
Not talk about the cases.
I know I'm talking about the medications. The medications, they were making me drowsy. So I was in process of getting on new medications that were uppers and not downers because at the time I didn't have a car. So I was going through a lot more shit. So it's the same position I'm going to be in now. So I know that's not a good argument. But finding a medication that has me up instead of down so that I can function and find a job and make money. Because really, but my life is bad and I'm going through what I'm going through because I'm not where I want to be in life. I don't have any money and I can't take care of myself because of that. So that causes a lot of mental illness. That's what you can call it, mental illness, but it's really just going through life and having stress going through life. That's the problem I'm dealing with, not having any money. So once I have money, you'll see a completely change. It'll be like I'm on the best medication ever once I have money.
Do you think that me just letting you out, poof, you're going to get money?
I'm not saying that, but I can show you by going to the therapies and the classes that I'm doing better, and then I'm trying to elevate my life to a point where I can take care of myself, and I don't have to depend on anybody in my family. And then you'll see that poof change once I'm in a position where I can take care of myself. I can promise you that you'll see that poof change as soon as I can take care of myself because I have money now.
Schedule the assessment for Monday.
Great. I'd like to do a TRAS to see how we go forward because I don't know. But I'm going to tell you now, I'm not letting you just out to the street. So do you mind?
I will research through the program.
No. But also perhaps if you can try to like make a good faith effort to reach out to the family, see if anyone, I'm happy to talk to them too, to try to help convince to see if they'll.
We speak extensively, but yes, sir.
So we're talking to have him sit the Job Corps. So there's a Job Corps at St. Marcus that he qualifies for because he doesn't have any felony. So he can go to Job Corps, learn a trade and stay up there if he's willing to do that.
Problem is that is he going to do it?
Right.
Yes, sir. I will do it
though.
I'm very
If you're in
willing.
jail, everybody will say anything just to get out of jail. And then when you get out there though, what's really going to happen?
I don't have a car, so I need to find a way to support me. So any job right now is a good opportunity for me because I have to save up to get a car to take care
Mr.
of
Jenkins,
myself.
Mr. Jenkins, where is Job Corps? Is it just in San Marcos? There's nothing
Have
here?
some other ones, but that's the closest one.
Because what I'm thinking is that we could probably do something to try to resolve these cases and perhaps make that a condition that he does Job Corps.
Is it possible that the court could order that as a, well, I'll discuss it whenever we.
Right. I would say that we do it as part of perhaps some kind of global agreement where, first have him TRAS, let's see what they say. And then perhaps we make it a condition that he does Job Corps. If it's in San Marcos, I have an issue because I don't know how we can supervise it, right? But if there's something here, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll just lay
There's
on.
something closer.
I read. Robert preferred, the only reason I made 12 months so you get T-Rex.
You try
Class
that.
B, not a cluster.
First have them TRASed,
Sure.
see what they say. Come back on Monday or probably Tuesday or Wednesday. This is because we got to give it a couple days.
You think it's drug test too? A drug test?
He'll be clean now. He's been in custody.
Mr. Jenkins was asking me about a time served. And so he has 2 months of credit since he's been in, I guess, totaling the previous attorney that was on the case and then my time with him. And then.
Time served just to get out, right?
Well, time
Yes or
served
no?
because
Yes or no?
Just to get out. Just to get out.
I don't just want to get out. I feel like I learned my lesson. When I committed the crime at first, I didn't know that I would be charged with anything. I didn't know that I would be sitting in jail, but now I know that I have consequences for my actions. I can go about my life differently. I feel like I learned my lesson.
So why not probation? Probation, if you complete it.
Because I feel
Yeah.
like
Well, I.
Deferred is a type of probation that if you complete it, you don't have a conviction.
because I feel like probation, you're not really free. A lot of people go on probation and they're back in jail because
The only reason they would be in jail is because they don't comply. We don't put people in jail for shits and giggles, man. It's, you have rules that you have to follow. When you follow rules, when you follow the rules and when you do what you're supposed to do, good things happen. And the good thing with you is if you complete it and they end up not as convictions, you may be able to seal it in the future so that no one sees it. Well, the general public at least, but you just pleading guilty, you'll now end up with a third conviction. And they're dangerous convictions, right? They're terroristic threats. What do you think future employers, people who want to give you a job, people who want you to stay at a shelter, they're not going to let you stay with these kind of priors, man. Every time you pick up a case, it's going to hurt you in a certain way. It may not be now. It may not be tomorrow. It may be in 2 years when you least expect it and when you really need whatever you're trying to do.
the reason I want to get time served is because I don't believe I'll be picking up another case. I know how to not pick up case. I know how to not break the law.
If I were to let you out today, would you do the deferred?
Yeah, I would, but I'm asking to have a
Have the
different
same
option.
thing. If I give you the deferred today, I'm going to let you out. If you take the time served, you will also get out.
Yes.
Either way, you will get out today.
Okay. If I had a decision between the two, I would take time served.
You wouldn't want the probation to try to keep it off your record?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I think I did hear. We have all the time served.
Huh?
We have all the time served.
He's probably got enough back time regardless.
Just
So, how much back time does he got? Please.
He has 69 days, or Blake
Boom.
Jenkins.
yeah.
Yeah, 69.
Being short-sighted and not considering your future can really hurt you, Mr.
I am considering my
Let him
future.
finish, bro. Please, Judge.
I am considering my future. I know exactly what I'm gonna do when I get out. I have a whole entire plan. I already told you that I want to do solar sales, and to get a job in solar sales, I'm pretty sure that these convictions won't hurt my chances of getting on a team. So that's why I'm not too worried about the convictions. And I know that I'm not gonna pick up any more convictions.
I'm okay offering him the deferred and letting him out,
I know,
giving him a PR bond so he can try to complete the deferreds. I'm okay giving you a PR bond today to give you the chance to finish or try to do this probation to keep it off your record. I
But
will
not
give
time
you
served.
either way. If you want the time served, you can have it. It's on you. But once you get that conviction, there's no turning back.
I understand. I mean, I'll be let out today if I do the time served.
I'm going to let you out either way. But I'm telling you, it's a bad idea to do the time served. And I think that it's a better idea for you to do the deferred adjudication, probation, to try to keep it off your record.
I'd rather do the time served, sir.
Okay?
I mean, there,
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink, as the saying goes.
just for the record, Judge, the reason why I said it's a deferred, because the probation was interpreted as one way for him. I told him about the deferred, the super way, we called it supervision, in order to get his record potentially sealed and potential benefits that could happen with that, perhaps an early termination if he was going along the great path and following whatever had been recommended to him by the TRES. Talking about his future and everything associated with having now 2 convictions on his record if he takes the time served, what that implicates and everything like that. So we had that discussion, but I just wanted to reiterate, he wanted to ask.
With the people in the terroristic threats, were they just random people?
At a gym, Your Honor.
Say it again?
He was at a gym.
At a gym. Okay, so both are just random.
The first terroristic threat was any member of his brother. So it's class A. Second one.
Which one are you dismissing
Class A.
against the household?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not.
You need to understand that if you continue with the same course of conduct within a certain amount of time, they can also hit you with a felony. You could potentially be looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. So I will do whatever you want to do, Mr. Jenkins. If you want to do the probation, which I think what you should do to try to keep it off your record, I'll take off all the fees. You won't owe any money. Is it 2 classes?
Yes, sir.
Just 2 classes? And that's it.
For a year?
What's that? I'll take you off early. You know, if you do well, after some time, show me that you're not using any dope or alcohol, I'll take you off early.
Time served.
Okay? I don't agree with what you're doing today, but far be it for me to really tell you what to do. The only other thing that I'm going to try to counsel you on is it really, really sucks that you have somehow alienated everyone that cares for you in your life. Your father, you know, when he was here the other day, you know, there was no one that was willing to take you in. That really sucks. If I were you, I would try to do anything and everything possible to try to mend those relationships, because on your own, at your age, with no education, no job, no money, there's only so far you can get in life. That's why you have parents. That's why you have family to kind of help you out when you're down. But when you alienate them by continually doing things to mess up the relationship, it's not good. When you get out, try to mend those relationships so that they can somehow be back in your life and use them as a positive, you know, role model, or try to get some help. Tell them that you need help so that they will help you, or somehow, but mend that relationship, because it's going to kill you. The last thing we want to see is you going out there becoming so desperate. You do something that lands you with a felony, or you're looking at 25 to life. You know, really, life's too short to spend. You now stand charged with 2 counts of terroristic threat. The agreement that you have worked out is they're going to dismiss one of those terroristic threats in exchange for your plea on the other one. The agreement is 180 days in jail, credit for the 71 days that 69, right?
One case was 71, the other one was 69.
Do you want me to put, is this against the advice of counsel, or what do you think?
Well, Judge, I just wanted to put that we had, I mean, I can suggest, I told him how this would, one thing I did want to put, for you to explain to him is this cannot be expunged off his record. He had a question about that. I told him it could not be.
I've been continually telling you, when you plead guilty, it goes on your record and it will be a conviction for life. You can never take this off. You can never, buyer's remorse, saying, hey, you know what, I want to return this because I don't like it. It's not Target. You sure you want to do this?
Sorry.
And yeah, it was against our recommendation.
I am willing to let you out today to do the probation, to keep it off your record. No.
Correct.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. There's no turning around and fighting this. You also need to understand that from now on, any new cases that you pick up, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Also, you have no one in this life that is going to bond you out. So when you get out there, If you make a boneheaded decision, you will be stuck like Chuck, like you see now. So make good decisions. If you want anything, come back. I have Shatori here, who's amazing that we can get you resources, place to stay, food to eat, a tablet, a cell phone. If you want something, come back and we can help you out. You understand? Good luck. Or how do you plead, Mr. Jenkins? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. Good luck.
All right. After
anyways, go
everything
ahead.
that just unfolded in that courtroom, what we're really watching here isn't just a sentencing. It's a turning point that could define the rest of this person's life. Because when you break it down, the judge isn't just reacting to one bad moment. This is a pattern. Reckless driving, repeated arrests, terroristic threat charges, and a cycle that keeps repeating no matter how many warnings are given. And that's exactly what makes this case so heavy. Every time there was a chance to change direction, it was there. And every time it slipped a little further out of reach. The judge lays it out clearly. This isn't about punishment for the sake of punishment. It's about consequences stacking up. It's about choices catching up. And at some point, the court stops seeing potential and starts seeing probability based on history. That's the harsh reality being spoken in that room. But what makes this even more complicated is the human side of it. You've got a young defendant talking about ambition, about wanting to do sales, solar work, entrepreneurship, trying to build a future without a traditional path. But then you've also got instability, lack of structure, strained family relationships, and repeated decisions that keep dragging everything backwards. And that's where the judge really drives it home, not with anger, but with concern. The warning isn't just follow the rules. It's deeper than that.
Do you understand?
Fix your support system, rebuild trust, stop burning bridges, or eventually there won't be anyone left to catch you when things fall apart.
You start racking
Then
up
comes the
convictions.
fork in the
It's not
road,
gonna go
time
well for you.
served, or
You
deferred
understand?
adjudication.
One
One
bar
path
for reckless
means
driving.
walking out today
We
with a
ordered him,
conviction
hey,
that
no
follows
more
you
reckless
long
driving,
term.
please.
The other
Just
means
think about the
supervision,
community. Don't
accountability,
endanger the community.
and a chance
Picks
to
up and
potentially
evading
keep it
in a
off
motor
your
vehicle.
record if everything is done
Third-degree
right.
felony, looking at
And
2 to
even
10
though
in
the
the
court
penitentiary.
strongly pushes for the
He
second
gets
option,
out.
the
Then he
decision
picks up
ultimately lands with the
in
defendant.
October, a
And that's
terroristic
what
threat.
makes this ending
Gets
so
out again.
real,
And then
because
now
there's
picks
no
up
dramatic
another
courtroom
terroristic
twist,
threat.
no
the
sudden
same month.
reversal.
So it's
Just a
what we
choice
asked you
made
to
under
do.
pressure
It goes
with
in one
long-term
ear,
consequences
and it goes out
attached
the
to
other
it.
ear.
The judge
And the
closes it with
problem
something that
is now
almost
you're
feels
stuck
like advice more than
because the
judgment.
bonds are high.
Make better
Your dad is
decisions
here, which
because
is
once
great
the
because it
system
shows
starts stacking
support.
cases on
But the
top of your
problem
name,
is, if I
life
let
gets
you out,
smaller, not
are you
bigger.
going to pick up a fifth
Opportunities
case?
shrink.
Well, I
Doors
know you're
close,
going to say no.
and
You
the
said that the
margin
first
for
4
error
times.
disappears fast. So as this case wraps, the question isn't just what the sentence is.
The only way
It's what
to
happens
really
next
get to
outside
know
that
you
courtroom. Because
is
at this
how you
point,
look on
the law
paper.
has already done its
Because
part.
that tells me
Now
who
it's about
you
whether
are.
the pattern
When you
finally
tell me
breaks
something,
or repeats
for
all
me
over
now
again.
it goes